Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we, tried hunting Morgana down because he ran away, and we found him in Okumura's palace with somebody who named themselves the Beauty Thief. After, we find out she was able to unlock the biometric authentication locked door, we're like, this person must be of some importance. We find out her name is Haru Okumura, the daughter of Kunikaze Okumura, the target we're after, which is very interesting. She is now on our team, hopefully, and Morgana is now back after a lot of convincing and chasing him around in mementos for like a long time. But everything's finally back to normal. Almost, kind of.
Hey, what's going on here? You brought over another girl?
Don't get any ideas.
That's not what I meant. Anyway, don't break her heart, all right?
Yeah.
So, you found our cat and even took care of it.
Oh, it wasn't a bother or anything. I'm the one who took care of you, though.
What's up? You seem happy.
It's been a while since I've had a meal with so many people.
Make sure you go home today before it gets too late, okay? I'm sure your parents are worried.
It's fine if you don't want to go home either, you know.
No, I'll go home. If my father suspects something, it'll be more difficult to change his heart, wouldn't it? I'll contact you again, so... Oh, right. Can we exchange contact info?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Will you be okay on your own? If you need, I can go with you. You belong here, don't you, Mona-chan? Well, yeah.
The matter's been settled. You'll be welcomed into his household.
Excuse me?
You won't officially be registered yet, but isn't that how things are with young people these days? Go prove your sincerity to him. You can do that, can't you?
So, I'm not even allowed to decide where I will live, am I?
Not only do you come home late, you've even stayed out overnight without permission. I thought I had been clear about the friends you choose.
Father, they're not like...
I have my hands full right now with the company. Don't cause any more trouble for me. Hello. Yes, it's fine. Go on.
Hello? I need to discuss something with everyone. Can we all meet?
So what are we going to do about Okumura? Nobody wants to back out after we've come this far, right? Of course not. It's highly likely he has some involvement in the mental shutdown cases. Yeah, we can't just let that slide. Plus, our fans are really hoping we go for it. Fans? But if we want to accomplish anything, we'll need Haru's help. Yeah, we should talk to her. Oh yeah, she said she wants to come chat at LeBlanc tonight. Chat? About what? It sounded serious. Let's continue this at LeBlanc then. See you there, everyone.
Haru. What could be wrong? I wonder why she wants to talk to us.
Who knows? What are they doing? Hurry up and take him down. The Phantom Thieves wouldn't let us down, would they? They'll definitely do it. I want to watch the guilt eat him away. I wonder what they're going to tell us this time.
That's horrible. It's that same fiance guy, right? You know what's going to happen.
Based on what Haru just told us, she'll be taken to his house on October 11th. That means our deadline is the 10th.
But if we trigger a change of heart in your father, he'll definitely be taken by the police. The label of a criminal's daughter will forever stick with you. Your current living situation may change as well.
If I accept a happiness based on the misfortune of others, I'll be no better than my father. And to be honest, I've actually left a request on the Phantom Aficionado website before.
Yeah?
She did so around the time we were mulling over who to target next. But the Phantom Thieves didn't make a move. That's when I met Mona-chan. I thought it was fate. I made my decision then. If the Phantom Thieves wouldn't act, I do it myself.
The mental shutdowns, treasure, and finally, the change of heart. Our interests have come together.
Would you cooperate with us now?
Of course. I should be the one cordially asking to be allowed on the team. From here on, we may be going up against the culprit behind those mental shutdown occurrences. This will be different from our training in Mementos. You better brace yourselves.
You're suddenly lecturing us?
You're too naive. Haru's barely a hair better than an amateur. She's awakened to her powers, but it's weak. Even her persona's lacking a solid form at the moment.
Weak? Really?
She can transform at the very least, but to be frank, she may slow us down. A lot. I'm sorry for causing such trouble.
No, it's not your fault at all.
Don't worry about it. It's actually convenient for us to target that CEO. Check out this news blog.
There's a lot of negative comments in regard to the Phantom Thieves. The names of obvious criminals have come up, so why haven't the Phantom Thieves acted yet? The way they're getting heated is on a different level.
Don't forget about the intel on the mental shutdown cases, all right?
Of course. We'll get them both.
October, 10th, was it? We're gonna change Okumura's heart by then.
Right.
I can't forgive them.
He are his daughter. He just can't treat her someone like he owns her. As Phantom Thieves, it's our duty to punish him. Well said, Morgana. Well said. Alrighty. So, can we do anything tonight is the question.
Oh!
Can. I don't see why not. Let's watch this.
I saw you practicing your swing. Come on, join the golf club.
Oh, you don't get it. Don't you know how stressed I am?
I do get it. Because you're just like me.
A story about a teacher who recruits a ragtag group of misfits to restore the tea club to its former glory.
I see. Well then.
Okay, Monday the 19th. Why don't we have school today?
Well then.
Alright, so the deadline is in how many days? Like 20 something? 26, 25, 22. Alright, so what day is today? Why do we not have school? That's my question. Today is Respect for the Age Day. What's the 22nd? Autumnal Equinox Day. I see. I see. Dude, literally it's the first day. Calm down. We're not going to the palace right now. If nobody can hang out, I'm gonna like lose my mind. Okay, Yusuke can. Good. I don't see anything else we can do, so why not? Yeah, we're not going to go to the palace quite yet. We do have 22 days after all, but I want to check. Do I have a matching persona? I do. I have Regent. That's right.
It's you. Why?
No, we're fine. We have a while. Wait, I don't even remember what rank we're at with him because it's been a while. Our prior theme, love, it proved to be quite useful for me indeed. After our enlightening session, I once again attempted to paint. However, nothing I put on the canvas was to my satisfaction. Before the gods of art, I am naught but a lost sheep. Ah, yes, lost sheep. I have come here with you for precisely that reason. Our theme today shall be anguish. I shall paint the anguish Christ felt as he bore the sins of mankind. What? Sorry, guys, I bumped my mic. I have seen various sculptures and paintings on the matter, but merely replicating them will not do. Would any believers be willing to model and help me capture the true essence of anguish? It seems not. Very well. Ken, you will have to be my model today. Do you want me to strip?
Wow.
Yes, that must be it. This is what I need. Oh dear, oh no. Only a subject naked as the day they were born can convey the true anguish of birth. Now then, strip. Take it all. Actually, perhaps not. Being found stark naked in a church would be even bigger news than the Phantom Thieves. Now then, let us begin. Show me a pose that will put the anguish of Christ on full display. I see. So this would be... no. Perhaps... It seems this is not working. I would like to capture anguish, yet you remain calm and composed. Even the slightest wrinkle can change one's impression on things. I shall not compromise, even for this sketch.
No.
Now, raise your hands higher. More. Give me more anguish. Bring it up. Bring it to its upper limits. Like this. Oh my god. This position. So, this is the passion of Christ. Forsaken by his disciples, abhorred as a criminal by the public, pierced with nails and hung on the cross. I understand now. This is the true anguish of passion. It feels as though something is boiling up within me. Well, what are you children doing? Well, this is an art study. Art. That? I am attempting to paint anguish, so I decided to use the crucifixion of Christ as a point of reference. So you're interested in the anguish of the crucifixion? While it is true that Jesus' crucifixion on the cross is a symbol of deep suffering, it also bears a much more positive message, one of resurrection, of forgiveness. Resurrection? Forgiveness? I'm not sure I understand. Those ideas are contradictory to my conception of anguish. It may be difficult to grasp what I'm saying right now, but try to consider that the anguish one may feel today will someday bring forth new hope. And by the way, I suggest you contain your excitement while here. You may trouble the congregation. So those shocking depictions were actually meant to represent forgiveness, not pain. Hope from anguish. I'm not sure I understand. I must learn more about the hearts of men. Do you think I will be able to capture the truth someday? Someday, probably. Indeed. If I do not have belief in my own abilities, I will never come to accomplish anything. This is exceedingly strange, though. Spending time with you has helped me discover new aspects of my life. You are perhaps a mirror of sorts. If there is anything I can do in return, please let me know. I wish to repay your kindness. And there we go, guys. Halfway done with you guys.
Alright.
Let us return home for today. I bid you farewell. Wonderful.
See you.
What an interesting guy, let me tell you. Apologies for this call. Could I talk to you about something? The crucifixion supposedly symbolizes resurrection, forgiveness, and hope, but I could not grasp those connections. Once again, I made the simple mistake of picking up on only the superficial meaning. The more I think about it, the further I seem to be from understanding the abyss of the heart. There's still hope, don't worry about it. So my anguish is what leads me to my hope. It's exactly what I learned earlier today. Thank you, Ken. Perhaps what I need is a change of perspective. I still have a tough road ahead, but talking to you gave me some relief. I'm truly fortunate to have you by my side. I'll see you later.
You're back.
Alrighty here. Please excuse me for messaging you so late in the evening. I truly apologize for what has happened in this case. So formal. She seems to be particularly conscientious person, or a particularly conscientious person. It's kind of like... Sorry guys, my TV I just lost signal in my TV. The cord must be loose. But it was weird because it like just went blank. Okay. Yeah, we're teammates, so you don't need to be so formal. But I'm the newest member. I need to act respectfully. We don't really pay mind to those kinds of things. Furthermore, you're already one of us. Thank you, Mako-chan. Do you mean me? Sorry, I think my fingers typed that subconsciously. I'm just glad to have found a friend my age. Not a problem. That personal touch is actually refreshing. Great, I hope we can be the best of friends, Mako-chan. Oh, I skipped his line. No, what did he say? What was the last thing he said? I skipped his last line. He said... sorry about that. I got sort of carried away. Okay. Your previous request, Mishima? Well, guys. I don't see a reason to not hang out with Yoshida right now. Because we are currently at rank 9 with him. And this will make it rank 10.
Everyone, good evening.
Yes, I would be willing to listen.
Thank you. A weekly magazine reported that Kuramoto was the real culprit in the fund's misappropriation case. Old man Kuramoto will likely be forced to retire from the political world.
I see.
Police can't do anything because it was 20 years ago. But he has a moral obligation.
I keep bumping my mic. Sorry, guys.
His grandson Benzo resigned from the party as well. It could be due to Matsushida's influence, or perhaps it's just the party's way of atoning. Now it's all up to me and my abilities.
When's your speech gonna start, Tyrannuske? We can't wait!
To think that people would be excited to hear me speak. The article mentioned I didn't want the real culprit to be named, even though I knew who it was. Apparently, people admire me for having quietly accepted a false charge for 20 years. I didn't intend for any of this to happen, though. I appreciate that someone like you, who's been watching me so closely, would say such a thing. I've struggled for the past 20 years, but I can put that all behind me after the election. Oh, look at the time. I should get started. Today will be the last day I'll request help from a phantom thief. I don't intend to meddle.
How did you figure that out?
What I told you has been based on assumptions, but if you're still willing to listen,
Guys, I need to fix my headset,
I
sorry.
think you should focus on your work, because the time is now. I can't think of anything else to teach you. You are now an expert on giving speeches. I taught you all I know about the art of public speaking, in return for you supporting a guy like me. And over time, you became someone who shared my beliefs. Thanks to you, I was able to overcome my crisis these last few months. I will strive for the royal road of politics, thinking of you as you walk down your own path. But if you ever find yourself in harm's way on your journey, I will be there to help you. We'll be comrades who reform the world together.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the sun, granting thee infinite power.
There we go, guys.
All right.
Sun Arcana maxed out.
All right. I'm sure you will accomplish everything you set out to do. Thank you for everything. All right.
Well, thank you for
It's
everything.
time to begin.
Yoshida's speech is about to start.
I cut my date short so I could watch this, you know?
Does anyone out there have something they aspire to do? I met a certain young man through a method that differs from mine. He was trying to reform the world. As you know, that is a very large mountain to cross. Unfortunately, I am unable to travel the same path as him. However, I will not say goodbye, because we will surely meet at the peak. He is desperately doing what he aspires to do. So I encourage you all, please find what it is that you aspire to do. And I will support you, because that is what I aspire to do.
Way to go, Tyrannuske!
I believe in you!
Well, there we go.
All right.
Let's grab a bite after school. I do have some Big Bang Burger coupons, but we probably shouldn't go there anymore, huh? No, I heard you'll have a psychotic breakdown if you eat there. I mean, haven't all the Okumura's enemies died in strange ways? Maybe he feeds them poisoned burgers. What a monster. You know, I voted for Okumura on the fan site. The Phantom Thieves have a duty to punish bad people. I hope they take care of him soon. Alright. I saw that. Hi, Makoto. However, Maruki. I love Maruki's confidant so much, and I'm so happy that we can resume it. What are we with him even? 7, 6, 5. A little bit farther off than I thought. Let's go to the Velvet Room, because I need to fuse a consular persona, because I have not hung out with him in so long that I don't even have a matching persona anymore, obviously. Oh.
There you are, inmate.
Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual.
Okay.
It requires the cooperation of Phantom Thieves undergoing the same ordeal in other worlds. It's a special fusion called Public Execution.
This is a helpful ritual where you select a persona from another Phantom Thieves group and fuse them for your own usage. We've heard that there are special powers for personas that are only attainable with this fusion method.
Basically, whether or not you make good use of it is up to you. You better devote yourself, inmate!
The development of rituals is now complete, but your rehabilitation shall continue onward. Put your best effort forth toward that ultimate goal.
Sorry about that. My mouth is just so dry right now, I don't even know what the deal is. Whew. Oh man. I'm literally gonna have a heart attack because I'm so excited to hang out with Maruki. He's literally my favorite confidant. So good. Alright. Yes, I would love to hang out with you.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for coming over out of the blue. You must have a real knack for coffee at Maki-kun. This is fantastic. Do you want another cup? Thanks, but I think I'll pass for today. It's about the research we've been discussing. I'm actually putting it all together in a paper. It's been really progressing lately, thanks in no small part to you, but I feel like I've hit another wall. So I'm sorry to bother you, but I'd appreciate if you'd help me talk through this again. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on what it is, but I can probably do that. Really? Thank you. You're really saving me here. In deepening our understanding of the heart, I wanted to find a means of helping those who have been hurt by traumas. I already told you that was the point of all my research, right? It's all thanks to you that my project has come this far. But because of all that progress, I have realized a problem, one that may not have any solution. Even if my research makes great strides, even if we do find some miraculous way of healing psychological wounds, with the way things are now, I can only save the people directly within my reach. Well, isn't that enough? True, I guess it's better than not being able to save anyone, but I can't just be satisfied with that. I mean, there are so many people out there suffering so badly, they can't even speak up and let that pain out. This is a painful, cruel, bitter world, and there's only so much one individual can do to fight against that. I've said it before, working as a counselor only makes that more painfully obvious. I think our current way of doing things just isn't enough.
You know,
deep down, I don't think it's enough that I can just help people around me, a few people out of billions. I want to help more people overcome their suffering. Pain can strike the heart in infinitely diverse ways. Wow. English. In turn, we have infinite methods by which we try to treat it. And like I said earlier, there are people who need help desperately, but can't ask for it. They can't even share their pain. Even if we had a full understanding of the human heart and an effective treatment to soothe it, I don't think that would be enough to finally beat trauma, and I guess that's what I ultimately realized. Yeah, that'd probably be easier. Unfortunately, I've never been great at giving up when I should. If we could peer into the hearts of every person alive, diagnose, understand, and then remove the root cause of their pain, it sounds like something out of a dream. Let me put it this way. Counseling takes time because you have to really listen to each individual person, right? I just think it'd be better if there was some way to really understand everyone's cognitions more quickly and accurately. Everyone's cognition. More importantly, what is this Mementos? It's about time you start explaining. Mementos is everyone's palace. Think of it as the collective unconscious. No, never mind that. You wouldn't understand that. Then again, that'd be impossible. Maybe truly understanding all people's hearts is beyond human capability. Amagi-kun, did I say something wrong? Yes, there are common factors. No, wait. You're right. My God, you're right. That's it, Amagi-kun. The collective unconscious. If people's hearts are connected in the unconscious, their senses are shared subconsciously. It's so simple. Why didn't I realize it before? Yes, right. And if I can combine this with the theory I'm verifying, I can tie it all back to the cognitive science, too. Where is this coming from? So sorry, but I think you've just helped me make a major breakthrough. I think this means something big for my cognitive science research. I need to hurry up and get this down in my paper. I knew it'd be worth bringing you. Thank you, Amagi-kun. I swear I'll repay you for this. Well, okay. I'm glad that I helped, I suppose. Talk to Maruki.
Alright.
Well, I need to get going. See you. Oh, Amagi-kun? Sorry for running out. Phew. So suddenly. Earlier. What? Sorry. I ended up running up to the station on sheer adrenaline and so out of shape though. Gotta do something about that. Anyhow, you helped me come to a major realization. The answer was right in front of me, and I couldn't even see it. All I need to do now is to focus on my paper. After all your help, I'm going to finish it for your sake too. Seriously, thank you. Bye. So... What do we do today? You know what we can do? I'm gonna go to the Velvet Room, and I'm gonna fuse a Hierophant persona.
I can feel it.
You have another request for me? Okay, well, I'll tend to that later. Well, I'll do that eventually. Okay, I guess I should have probably checked to see if I have a matching persona before I wasted my time coming here. But I don't. Okay, I don't. Yeah, I didn't think I did, but I wasn't sure.
These are the paths you.
Okay, how about? Okay, so we're getting a Hierophant persona because. Just get Anzu.
This is your pop. Such done already.
There is a man who we have not hung out with in forever, and there's a very good reason for that. Because more than half of his confidant includes Futaba, and before August, she wasn't in the game, so that would have made no sense. So we haven't been able to hang out with him. So he's soft-locked. But now, my friends, we should be able to.
You got time right now?
Not this time, but I think we should get enough points this time, hopefully, that we'll be able to rank up next time. Maybe. Yeah, good. That's exactly what I was looking for. The vice principal seems pretty on edge these days. Someone in my class got her recommendation canceled by the vice principal. The vice principal's been running his mouth lately. It's annoying. They're gonna give us hell if we don't win next time. Another tournament's coming up. We have no chance of winning, though. So, the play that this Czech playwright wrote, what do you think the Phantom Thieves are gonna do about Okumura? Is an important work about like a robot. Duh, make him have a change of heart. These corrupt corporations should just go bankrupt. Hey, you're in class right now. Quit talking about Okumura and the Phantom Thieves. Jeez, Magi-kun, you were listening at least, right? Yeah, kind of. Robot comes from a word in Czech, but where in Europe is the Czech Republic located? I'm trying to think. I guess it's like Central Europe, right?
This is it.
Yeah, that's right. The Czech Republic is the center of Europe. The word robot comes from the Czech word robota. Robota actually means slave labor. Well, he actually knew that? Maybe I should ask if I can borrow his notes. Nice. Wow, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. Alrighty. Existing only for slave labor, even from the origin of their name, robots are pitiful. Well, you could argue we're not too different from ourselves, having to keep working in order to live. Kawakami seems tired, but anyhow, if Okumura doesn't see others as people, we need to change his heart. Oh my god, everybody wants to hang out. You're waiting in the blonde. Guys, I'm sorry, but I love Okumura's confidant. I love Maruki's confidant. I'm hanging out with him again, whether you guys like it or not. However, first, before I forget, I'm gonna do this. We're going to the clinic.
Hey.
And we're buying something, because we will be going to the palace soon, like next episode probably.
Well, which do you want? Are you tired?
That's cost so much money, Jesus Christ.
You want that one? Thanks. That should work. Here you go. You want that one? Thanks. Oh, did you decide? Here you go. That should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go.
Okay, well that should be enough.
Take care.
Alright. Well, Maruki, I'm hanging out with you because I just adore your confidant too much. And I really enjoy it. Well, let's get started. For today's topic, let's see. I'd like to hear your opinion on these Phantom Thieves of Hearts. You want my opinion? The ones who steal the desires of criminals and reportedly force them to confess. Maybe it's a little hard to believe, but I guess I've taken an academic interest in them. You are dedicated, it seems. I don't know about that, it's just a gut feeling I have, but I get the feeling the Phantom Thieves' work and my own research are rooted in the same principles. That's why I've decided to analyze them from my own perspective. For example, there's the matter of their methods. According to those calling cards they send out, their stated method is to steal your desires. How is such a feat even possible? Any ideas, Magi-kun? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Only the Phantom Thieves themselves would know the truth behind it. Desires are a little too abstract to simply be stolen. I guess it'd be possible if there was a physical representation of these desires, a kind of proxy or material stand-in. Magi-kun, do you remember the story with the cookies? In that experiment, the desire for the cookies actually changed the way people tasted them. I think we can look at this in the same way. They're not something easily perceived, but desires have a tremendous effect on our cognition. Put another way, if that desire is gone, your cognition perception of the cookies skews back to normal. So, does that remind you of anything? Change of heart, maybe?
Right.
That's right, the Phantom Thieves' own change of heart. That's the basis of my theory. Their theft of desire is not metaphorical, but something more direct. We still don't know exactly how they steal these desires, of course, but if this idea of physical, tangible desires can be actualized, I think it logically followed that they can be taken away. In a world of intangibilities, let's say a world composed of the contents of people's hearts, well, they're thieves, so if they could perceive a world like that, they could steal desires just like any other treasure. Hey, Amagi-kun, you think I'm getting anywhere here? Does sound kind of far-fetched. I'm with you there, but that'd make it even more incredible if I'm anywhere close to the truth. Then again, we'll probably never know for sure unless we could ask one of the Phantom Thieves themselves. How funny he should say that. I think I can construct a solid hypothesis now. It feels like I'm just one step away from finishing this paper. Thank you, Amagi-kun. No, thank you.
All right.
Now, today's mental training technique. How about something like this? Alright, that wasn't, usually his confidant sessions are kind of long, but that one wasn't as long. It's just not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing.
Ah, you're back.
Ufumi, I'll probably hang out with you, unless there is somebody more important than you. Ooh, actually, why don't we hang out with Akechi? Although I think he might, I think his confidant might soft lock. Maybe, perhaps. We're gonna find out. Let's see.
Hi.
Yeah, his confidant does soft lock, and it soft locks for a while, I think, actually. Why don't we hang out with Mishima, actually? Sorry, Hifumi. I changed my mind. I'm not hanging out with you.
Hey.
Hello there.
Thanks.
Hey, I've been thinking a little bit about Akiyama-kun. Yeah, I don't really want to change his heart. Huh? Well, actually, I was gonna say the same thing. I mean, going after him wouldn't even help you guys get famous. It'd practically be pointless. Yeah, stop worrying about the fame. The fame doesn't matter. It's just the people we help. That's what matters. Wait, how'd you know about that? Oh, I get it. Of course, a thief who steals hearts would see what's going on in the depths of my psyche. You know, I first started the fan site so I could spread your message of justice to the world, but before I knew it, the only reason I wanted to help you guys was so I could get famous myself, though maybe that's always been the real reason. I don't know, I thought I was doing it out of respect for you guys, yet deep down I think I really wanted to show the world I'm more than some stupid zero. Look at where that got me, though. I'm just a selfish loser clinging desperately to your popularity. I don't deserve to work alongside the valiant Phantom Thieves. Well, thanks for everything. Bye. And he falls. Ow! Man, I totally ate dirt. I'm such an idiot. I can't even run away right. Working alongside the Phantom Thieves has made me feel like I myself can change the world, but it's only ever been you guys. I'm still just as powerless as always. That's the truth. I wonder if there's really any way a pathetic guy like me can help you. I'm sure there is. Amagi, thank you. I'll just have to think of what that might be. Wait, that's it! The fan site! How could I have forgotten something as important as that? I don't want it to be about public relations anymore, though. First and foremost, that site needs to be a safe haven for people in serious trouble. After all that happened to me with Kamoshida, I know how hard it can be to speak out against injustice, so as long as there are voices crying out to the Phantom Thieves, I'm gonna help them be heard. Alright, so there we go. Right there we have it. At any rate, we should just forget about going after Akiyama-kun, okay? I'm still worried about some of the rumors I've heard about him, but I'll do some research. By the way, he's not as bad as the guy as he pretends to be. Apparently, he's super sweet to his girlfriend. Well, of course he's super sweet to his girlfriend. Why wouldn't he be? Can you imagine that? They've been talking about getting married even since back in middle school. I'm honestly kind of jealous.
Well, see you later.
Alright, have a good night, Mishima. Oh, Amagi? That thing I mentioned about Akiyama-kun turned out to be true. It wasn't just a rumor. I found a post on the fan site by a girl who I assume is Akiyama-kun's girlfriend. It says she's worried because her boyfriend's been hanging out with some sketchy guys acting strange too. It seems like enough evidence to make him a target, but I'm gonna look into that a little further, just to be safe. I am. Just be careful. Yep, I know. But we can't ignore any cry for help on the fan site. Haha, even I didn't realize the fan site meant this much to me. Thanks, Amagi, for helping me get here. Okay, let's keep up the good work. Bye. Mishima's character development is really interesting. I really do like it. Who's texting me? Rumi. No. I do have something else to do. We're going to Okumura's palace. And, oh, this is actually kind of the perfect time to go, because I don't really think, yeah, it doesn't look like anybody can really hang out anyway. Except for Makoto. But who cares about it? No, just kidding. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here. However, next time on Let's Play Persona 5 Royal, we are going to go into Okumura's palace, my least favorite palace of the game. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, see you guys then. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.